Nuggets handle the Lakers in game one. Triple-double for Joker, 34, 21, 14. And the betting line was 6 points. Final margin of victory for the Nuggets, 6 points. Watching last night, I wasn't sure what my takeaway was in this game because Denver played great. The Lakers came back. The Lakers could have won this game. AD played wonderfully offensively. He had 40. LeBron flirted with a triple-double. Austin Reeves had, I think, 23. I think they figured out something later in the game with Rui Hachimura on the Joker and then letting AD sort of roam the way Ben Wallace used to for the bad boy Pistons. So if you're Denver and you got a triple-double out of Joker and Jamal Murray had 31, you're thinking, okay, can Murray replicate that? And they played it almost like they got tired late in the game, and then the Lakers came back. It took a while for the Lakers to figure out what was going on because they got him early. Here's LeBron after the loss.
It took us a half to get into the game, and that was pretty much the ball game right there. We got to understand that we got to start from the tip-off. They punched us in the mouth to start. I think they had more offensive rebounds than we had total rebounds in the first half. And, that led to them getting second chance points. They also got on the fast break and killed us in the fast break in the first half, and it was 10 for 10 from the free throw line. So, I know the game is won in 48 minutes, but they set the tone in 24 minutes, and, we was playing catch-up for the next 24.
Yeah, and it takes so much energy to play catch-up that can, leave you gassed later in the game. But it looked like Denver was tired. They set the pace, and, certain players are meant for highlights, SportsCenter. Because, let's face it, how many games are you watching? How many games of the Denver Nuggets did you watch this year? Games. Probably zero. Maybe you watched some, but, Ja Morant is meant for SportsCenter. He's meant for those highlights. And we'll get into his comments and the commissioner's comments on Ja coming up. But you have to watch Joker play. Because if I show the highlights, Nuggets won again, and they're the best team in the Western Conference, what am I going to show you? Maybe a spin move, maybe a nice bounce pass, maybe a step back three. Maybe. That's it. But you have to watch him to understand how great he is. Now, whether, you wanted to vote for him for MVP, that's, up to your discretion as far as, publicly. I thought he was the MVP. No problem with Embiid winning it, but you watch Joker, and he's unstoppable. The Lakers know it. The question is, can we limit everybody else? And if you watch him play a game, you understand how he does all of this. Because you can look at his numbers and go, I don't get it. He moves at his own pace. There's only a couple players I've seen this. Kawhi did this. Luka does this. And so does Joker. They move at a different pace, and therefore you have to move at that same pace. And he is great at playing angles. He uses his body. He's got great touch. He's the best passing big man. He's one of the best passers in the NBA. Offensive rebounding. He gives you everything that you need. When he's out, man, they're a different team. But when he's in there, there's nobody else like him in the NBA. And you saw that last night. And that's the appreciation of watching. Now that they're in the Western Conference Finals and they're playing against the Lakers, there's more eyeballs on this. And I promise you'll get, columnists who will say, or analysts, looking at what he does, he should have been the MVP. Now, it's not based off what you do in the postseason. It's that people start watching an entire game and you go, God, that guy's good. It's almost like when you watched the Bucks when they were playing well and you went, oh, Chris Middleton can play. Or, man, Drew Holiday's a lot better. You weren't watching Milwaukee Bucks games. We're top heavy with what we're viewing. We want to see the games. The networks want to bring you the exciting players. Denver's not exciting. Not in the highlight era. And I can imagine how difficult that is if you're going to cut 45 seconds of highlights for the Denver Nuggets. And you go, what do we show? I don't know, Aaron Gordon dunk, maybe Joker with a bounce pass, backdoor cut, and that's it. Yes,
How can you have that first half, though, last night and not be exciting? I mean, like, they were flying all over the place. It was like it was an avalanche of...
No, highlights. If I'm just taking highlights.
Yeah.
Now, you watch the game, so it's different. You see it in context, and you go, man, they get up and down. They go.
How can
Outlet
you
passes.
have basically a triple-double in the first half, a boring triple-double?
Yes. The only play... Here's the only thing that people are going to remember: the step back 3 over AD at the end of the third quarter. That's it.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, and that he even laughed about it with AD. Like shot clock winding down, and he shoots it over AD, and that's the one they'll be like, man, that was lucky.
Because it was just stupid.
Yeah,
it was just like, come on, dude. What is? Come on.
Yes, but you have to watch him play. Certain players. You have to. Kawhi's one of those players. Kawhi's not a highlight meant, waiting to happen. When he was even at his peak, he was a great two-way player, clutch player, pull-up jumper. He would make those big plays. But it wasn't like, man, did you see Kawhi last night? Yeah.
The highlight you think of is that one big shot from the corner.
Yeah.
You know?
But, there's certain players that if you appreciate them when you watch a game, you don't appreciate them when they try to show you the highlights.